HowExpert! Top 10 fun facts about horses. HowExpert publishes quick how-to guides on all topics from A to Z by everyday experts. Visit HowExpert.com to learn more. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more HowExpert Top 10 videos in the future. Moving on. Let's talk about the HowExpert Top 10 fun facts about horses. Number 10. Horses can sleep one of two ways, laying down or standing up. Everyone may think that all living things on this earth lay down when they sleep, but that is not the case for horses. People wonder why they can sleep while standing up, but actually, another fun fact about horses is that it restricts the blood flow and causes pressure on their internal organs if they lay down for long periods of time. That is all caused by the horse's weight. Number 9. The fastest a horse ever ran was 55 miles per hour. Horses may not be the fastest animal around, but they're a lot faster than some may think. An average horse can gallop up to about 27 miles per hour, but the fastest horse ever recorded was a sprinting horse that sprinted at about 55 miles per hour. He was an equine sprinter, the quarter horse. Number 8. Horses are probably one of the most spooked animals out there, so you have to be careful when you come up behind them. Anything can frighten a horse and make it act off the wall. Simply a loud noise or even a horsefly nibbling on it. Or that horse could just be letting off some of its frustration. When horses get frustrated by something as little as the saddle or the girth or something else, it could act as if it were spooked. But there's an important thing you should know about coming up behind a horse. So in order to keep yourself safe and make sure the horse does not get frightened when you come up behind the horse, do not walk directly behind them. Do not come up on them fast, and do not make any type of loud, scary noise, or they will kick. To make sure that you do not get kicked by the horse, you want to come up on the side of the horse and stand a little back from it and just simply tap their behind real gently. It is just a safety measure people that deal with horses on a regular basis know and need to inform others on. It is just so the horse knows someone is behind them, so they do not get spooked out and potentially hurt someone or themselves. Number 7. Horses evolved from a much smaller creature called an eohippus. Every living thing on this earth has evolved from some sort of creature that used to walk this earth many years ago. Scientists believe that horses evolved and came from a species called eohippus that was said to walk this earth about 50 million years ago. They were believed to be in North America and Europe around their early Eocene Epresian stage. They were said to stand about 5 hands tall, 50.8 centimeters or 20 inches. Number 6. Out of all these animals in the world, horses have the biggest eyes. Now we all know that there are much bigger animals out there like the elephant or the giraffe, but surprisingly, it is a different animal that has the biggest eyes out of the mammals. Besides that, the only other animals that have eyes bigger than the horse are the whales, seals, and ostriches. Number 5. A horse will smell with their mouth, and it looks like they are smiling. Us humans can usually tell right away if something smells bad or good, but a horse will look like it is doing something else other than smelling. When a horse looks like it is smiling, it is actually smelling. It is trying to determine if the thing it is smelling smells good or bad. This gesture actually has a name for it, phlegming. This action is something cats do as well. It is where the animal inhales with the mouth open and top lip curl to have exposure of the vomeronasal organ that gives them the scent. Number 4. A horse's teeth are actually so big, they take up more room in the horse's head than the brain does. You would think with a horse being so smart, their brain would be bigger and taking up most of the room within the skull. But it is actually the teeth that take up most of the space within the skull. This is called floating. A horse's teeth never stop growing. That is why sometimes there are little sharp edges in their mouth. But a full-grown horse brain only weighs about 22 ounces. That is not even half the size of a full-grown human brain. Number 3. A horse cannot vomit. This may not be the most beautiful fact out there, but it is a very interesting one. As many of you probably thought, just like I did, that everything on this planet could throw up, but it is actually a proven fact that a horse cannot vomit. This is because the cutoff valve muscle is too powerful, it will not let it. If you do see a horse ever vomit, it is most likely because their stomach is ruptured. If that is the case, then that means that horse would soon sadly be dead. The horse could also have a severe illness. To some people that raise horses, they think of something called grass sickness. That is when the sphincter stops working and causes the horse to have gastric reflux and then cause it to come out of the horse's nose. Number 2. One of my favorite facts I found out about horses recently is if their ear is pointed a certain way, then that eye on that same side of its head is looking in that direction too. So, if you see a horse with its ears in 2 different directions, that means that the horse is looking at 2 separate things in 2 separate directions. They also use your eyes and ears as communication. This interesting fact leads into our top fact, our number 1. Number 1. Horses are the only animal that I know of that can see all the way around in a circle in 360 degrees. Since their eyes are on the side of their head, they can actually see 360 degrees. It is called monocular vision. That is a very key factor to survival as horses are prey animals. That brings me back to fact number 8. Even though they can see in a full circle, you should not walk up behind them. Like I said, they are very skittish animals, so you should always tap their butt. If you liked our video, be sure to click like and subscribe for more HowExpert Top 10 videos for all topics from A to Z in the future. Also, let us know what other topics that you want us to do a HowExpert Top 10 video in the future in the comments below. Thank you, have an amazing day, and take care. HowExpert publishes quick how-to guides on all topics from A to Z by everyday experts. Visit howexpert.com to learn more.